We're going to do some demos today for SpaceX. Andrew asked us to show the 208, some of the attachments it's got. So this is a 208 machine, similar to the 214. Goes to 8-inch pipe. The maximum wall size. It can come in pneumatic, 110, 220 electric, also hydraulic if you needed it to be. The standard mandrel that comes with the machine is 3-jaw. It's self-centering, self-squaring. It has 2 different heads, small head and pad to go up to a range, and then the larger head. When you're doing elbows or fittings, there's 2 different mandrels for that. The elbow mandrel, one's on a smaller bore, which can get you down to 1-inch 630 thousandths, and then you'll have the larger one that is flanged, and then you just change out the heads, which you can see how it comes in the kit over here in the box. It would come with, you can have just a flange one and the larger head range. It gets up to 8-inch 200 thou on the ID mounting. You can also ask for the small bore one, and it can stay right here with it. So it all comes with pins. You have your pin length, which is similar to this. You switch them out, put the little set screw in here. As you tighten this, it expands it. What you want to use is when we go to do our cut, I'll show you the squaring plate that you push up against the face of it to get you square with the end. So if you're on a elbow tight radius and you got to get you want to try to hold the elbow mandrel out as close to the end of pipe as you can, and then you switch the legs and put one long leg where the throat is. Now, if you can't perfectly get in the center and you're doing a J-prep, we offer adjustable pin kit, and it comes with 1 of each size of these pins, and then it has an adjustable cap at the top, and then you can adjust that one leg and get right in the center for yourself. Another option you can have is if you were doing coupons and you didn't want to just take this machine to your work or to the stand, you can remove this handle with the 4 button heads, and then it bolts right to this plate, and that could be bench mounted, and then you could do coupons right off of it or pull your short sticks of pipe up to it. When you do a coupons master stand, it also has a neck down version of this mandrel that will get you to 2-inch double X wall, heavy wall. And you can do that when you're doing your weld test coupons. So we'll go ahead and throw in the elbow mandrel. I'll show you the squaring plate, and we're going to demonstrate doing this J-prep on the 625 Inconel. Okay, so now I'm over here at the end of our pipe. This is what the squaring plate looks like. So what you can do is we're going to go ahead and we measured our ID, picked out the smaller pins. Go on the squaring plate. Now we're on a straight run right now on the pipe, but if this was an elbow or a fitting, you would want to try to have the end of this as close to this surface as you can. Push that up against there so it's square. Snug that up. You want that to be fairly tight due to you're on the pins, the 3 contact pins, but you don't want to over tighten it because then people end up stripping this draw rod. Slide on the mandrel. You want to find where your torque keys are at, and the torque keys accept the torque of the machine so it can't spin around. You'll notice right now I got a little play in there. That's because I haven't tightened them yet. You can have this motor in whatever location. in case something's obstructing. Go ahead and snug up your torque keys. We're running a pneumatic motor, but to help out with the video, I actually have an exhaust muffler on here. That is an attachment that's available to you. Regularly, it just comes with open exhaust, so. This piece of tube is a sample that we actually got from SpaceX, and it's for the Raptor tube shop. So on the exotic materials like the Inconels and things like that, we like to control our speed and feed. It helps with the chip control, also helps with work hardening stuff and the life of the tool bit. There's a water-soluble coolant I'm putting on there, but I really am only just spraying it on the back of the tool bit to keep it cool. So that's putting your J prep on there. You could tell with the diameter of the mandrel, you still have a little bit of room in here. You wouldn't be able to do a counterbore width though. So if your wall thickness is fairly consistent, your land should be pretty consistent. We can give you a couple close-up shots of a prep I did earlier also on the other side. Let's zoom over here. Get right up on there. Okay, so now on this end, on the close-up, you can kind of see your land thickness right there. You can measure it for 1.26 millimeter, 1.7 on the side. So the other thing is with your tool bit, the bevel bit and the facing bit are built in sets. And so that way it controls your land extension. They're set, so every time you're going to have the right land extension. And then as far as the land thickness, you'll just need to move your bevel bit up and down and hit your target for the land thickness. And then once you get it set like that, you can just do pipe after pipe and then have a coupon with the perfect prep on the end of it. And then when your tooling does wear out, you can just use that as a setup gauge.